All right, so Keegan was the third scholar athlete that we had, and he had a GPA of 4.0 this season. So Keegan was our leading scorer this year. He started every game for us. He was the guy that other coaches were always keying on, and making their defensive game plan was always around. The first thing was, how are we going to limit Keegan's opportunities? I remember a few times where somehow he got open on the perimeter, and you could tell that the other coach just was upset. He would yell and he would say something right as Keegan was letting go, because he knew the shot was going to go in, because he told his guys, don't leave him open on the perimeter, whatever you do. So he had a lot of respect from the other coaches in the league. He was one of our main threats from the three-point line, and I thought defensively he improved a lot from last year, and I think it was more a decision that he wanted to show up and he wanted to play defensively, and he was, I think as a team defender, one of the strongest guys that we had in terms of being in the help side and doing those things, and having that understanding of the part of the game. I thought he really improved defensively, looking back from last year to this year. Over the offseason, he also worked a lot on his offensive game. I think as a junior, he was a shooter from the perimeter, and that was kind of what he did offensively. But then this year, he expanded his game, was able to put the ball on the floor and get to the rim and do a lot of other things offensively for us. Led by example in practice. He was always there. He was always working hard. I know there was one game he messed his thumb up pretty badly, and but he never sat out of practice. He's running, he's doing the things, and when he got dinged up, he just never wanted to sit out. He wanted to be there and he wanted to play, and I thought he led by example all season long for the younger guys about what we expect in terms of effort and practice. He had a season high 23 points in one of our biggest wins of the year against Columbia River. Like we said, got us off to a big start, hitting 4 threes in the first quarter in that game. He scored 18 against Heritage, and then he led the team in scoring with 12 points in our playoff game against Battleground. He had a tough 3 in the corner right at the end to make it a one-possession game to give us a chance. So it's a big clutch 3 for us right there at the end. As teams began to key on him defensively, I thought he did a real nice job of looking to get teammates involved and not forcing up shots, but letting the offense come, letting the open looks for him come, but then trying to get teammates involved as well. And he played unselfishly all year. He's planning to play next year at a community college level, and I think he can definitely have success with that. And then with the other coaches in the 4A GSHL, they voted him to first team all-league. So that's a real nice accomplishment. Sorry, 2 minutes. The other coach is always keyed against and always focused on, but regardless of that and being able to have that ability, he was unselfish all year long and could look to get all of his teammates involved, and that's Keegan Liebelt. Okay, and with the offensive MVP, Keegan was also voted the captain's award as well, and by his teammates. And he was a guy that I don't know vocally if he was the biggest leader on the team, but like I said earlier, he was a guy that he led by example every day in practice. He was there. He was ready to work. Regardless of how, he wasn't feeling well or he was dinged up or whatever it might be, he was on the floor ready to practice, ready to compete, ready to, help the younger guys improve, push the other seniors, and, have the focus be on the team. And so all season long we saw that, and I think that's why he was voted the captain's board, because of that leadership that he showed by being willing to work and leading by example. And so it's going to be something that we're going to definitely miss next year, and we're going to need to find somebody to fill that role again as we move on. So good work, bud.